Alright, we're back and going to do our first UFO shootdown. I realized that the microphone was actually pretty good for the last recording, but we lost all the in-game audio. I've done, well, for me, a lot of testing. In all honesty, I probably should have gone to the tech support fort before I started all of this, but I always think that AV stuff and screenshots are going to be far easier than they turn out to be, and I'm too arrogant and stupid not to test them beforehand. That said, I am relatively sure that I've got decent quality now, having done a couple of test missions from a separate campaign where you can still hear the music. I don't sound echoey. I still sound stupid, but there's not a whole lot that I can do about that. So if you're watching this video and still not happy with the audio quality, please let me know, because I think I've finally reached what is a workable solution. So we're going to go ahead on our crash site mission, which we set up previously with our squad. So it's going to be 2 specialists, 1 sniper, 1 assault, and then 4 rookies who are just around to hopefully grab Mel, maybe tag something with a grenade.
Prepare for deployment.
Listen up. We're going to be dropping you deep in the Nigerian interior for the next operation. It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area. If there are civilians in the area, I hope they stay clear.
Just north of the crash site. Strike 1 is in position to engage.
Loud and clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Alright, so because the aliens launched just an absolute ton of UFOs over the course of the campaign, I hope you all enjoy seeing UFO crash maps, because there's only maybe 3 or 4 for the more common types, the small and mediums, the fighters and the scouts of the world. We're not going to have that many landed craft, and those are going to be more clown cars of aliens anyway. The trick with all crashed and landed UFOs is to try not to trigger the outsider, who is the boss alien that lives in small and medium UFOs, usually somewhere inside the craft, and because small UFOs are really just one room, he's going to be somewhere over here. That's where we've brought the motion tracker, because if we if we trigger the outsider too early, he will call all of the other aliens on the map to his present position, we'll get overwhelmed, and we'll have to retreat. There's no penalty for failing to do a crashed UFO. We've already sort of stopped its mission by splashing it. But failing to get the resources, the level ups, all of that good stuff is really kind of catastrophic. So triggering the outsider too early is very bad news, and that's why we need to have the motion tracker. So we see that we've got a pod of aliens, looks like just 2. Somewhere right around here, and that's actually moderately problematic because there's not a whole lot of good cover over here. You've got some half cover pieces and so on. So we're going to move forward and see what we trigger. And we'll leave our sniper back because maybe he can get an easy shot off. Well, that's no good at all. Both of them are in high cover, which is going to make life very difficult for our sniper. So this alien icon with the crosshairs on it indicates that we can see them, but they can't see the sniper. But it doesn't do us a whole lot of good because, holy crap, they are going to be very difficult to actually hit. So what to do about this? I think the correct thing to do is actually we'll move our units forward. We'll move the Lone Badger all the way over here, because distance for a sniper doesn't really matter.
Aye, aye, Commander. Moving to position.
Looks like there's no more units over here, and Lost and Delusional should be able to tank a couple of shots if worse comes to worse. So all of our rookies are going to hunker down. The Lone Badger is going to steady his aim. Now with any luck, they charge. Ugh, that's not what I wanted at all.
I'm under fire.
Alright, so this sectoid here can only step out, and he should only be able to see stuff that's essentially from here on down. I'm not fully confident in that, so we're going to take a shot with our sniper first. 61% chance to hit. If it hits, it'll kill. I think that's a miss. Yeah.
Damn it!
So Blanco has a chance to flank, provided he doesn't get popped by an Overwatch.
Our readings can't be right. If they were, that's a being of almost pure energy.
So that part I said about let's make sure not to trigger the outsider, didn't do a great job of it. Can I do anything about that, though? Not really.
Moving to firing position.
So we're going to get aggressive.
10-4.
Hopefully we just missed the Overwatch.
Incoming over here. Eyes on target.
Alright, one sectoid down. If the outsider can't see us, he's not quite as threatening. Two sectoids down, hopefully.
Batter up. Got it. Moving.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Blanco will go over here, and that should hide us from the outsider for a turn. We will still have to deal with the drones. That's a modest problem, but they shouldn't be able to kill anybody. He says, hopefully. Alright, so Delusional's wounded.
I'm taking fire.
Well, we don't really know what the outsider is up to. And our sniper, who I believe is carrying our flashbang, is missing in action. Can we spot the outsider by tile scanning? We cannot. So let's go ahead and use our motion tracker. So the outsider is somewhere over here-ish. And if he's on Overwatch, he will kill one of us.
On my way.
So we're going to try and deal with the drones first. With some clever grenade tricks. Have a clever grenade trick? Not really. Wait, I saw something. That's right on the edge. It's not going to be any good.
Headed there now.
Oh, there's our outsider friend, and he's not on Overwatch. So let's take out this drone.
Out of the game.
The other drone is landed, so we should have a decent shot at taking him out. But you know what, we're not going to tempt fate. Let's just pop him with a grenade.
Catch.
And that just leaves the outsider, and with 3 units we should be able to just drop grenades on him until he dies of it.
On my way.
To withstand an impact like that, at such a velocity, the materials used in that vessel's hull must be at
Grenade
least
number
a order
one.
of magnitude
Oh,
beyond
no.
any element we know of.
Alright, there we go. As long as we average 3 1/3 damage, yeah, we'll be fine. We got him. We can even get cheeky and try for a ballistic kill.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I'm willing to risk a 1% chance to miss and ruin my entire campaign. That's too bad. You know what? Let's do it again.
On the move.
We've been blowing up too many aliens, and great that we're not getting people killed as a result, but we really do need to start collecting weapon fragments. 95%. That's a little scarier. Worked out okay.
Gone.
However, there's still apparently one pod somewhere on the map, so we're going to move
Aye, aye,
forward with our
Commander.
sniper. Steady up, and hopefully the next pod patrols into us sometime soon. Sounds like drones. Alright, so there's Meld over here, and we're going to patrol in this
I'm on the
direction
move.
anyway.
Okay.
Got it.
We've got one more pod to deal with, and the goal here is to try and find it, or at least find the Meld before it expires. The real danger on the map, which was the Outsider, is already taken care of.
Double time. Ready to engage. Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
Alright, so the other pod is somewhere
making that noise?
that way. And here it comes. It is
Positive enemy
2 drones?
contact.
3 drones. That's more like it when it comes to
No
Overwatch.
way that just happened.
Alright, however, we can only see 2 of the drones, and they are maybe close enough to that tree that we can get a grenade on them? Maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, we can land a grenade on them, but it's probably going to take 2. Yeah, you know what? We're going to risk it. So, KW, you're up first. Find the perfect pixel to hit all of them.
Hoorah!
Alright, 1 kill, 2 badly injured. We're gonna get a little bit greedy here, see if we can take ballistic shots to kill them.
I'm about to start keeping score. I'm rolling. Visual on the goods.
And we even found the Meld, which is not gonna matter unless we fail a 92% shot.
He's dead.
Another day, another successful operation.
And that's that. So the nice thing about UFO encounters is that because Outsiders are considered boss aliens, there is a experience point bonus for facing them and not getting killed, meaning that units that go on those missions and don't die, even if they don't get a kill, they still get promoted. At least from promotion to from private first class to specialist, you still only get 120 experience otherwise. All right, so Xenoborg Blanco. Goodness gracious, another statistic set that's not going to be particularly useful as a medic. So you get to be a grenadier again. With 16 movement, you are a natural-born scout because now you'll have 17 movement, which is well past what is normal for this game. Salat is going to be another scout. And KW, oof, you should not be gunner or rocketeer with those stats. So let's see what the game gives you. Game loves giving me engineers. I think I've got like 6 already. Alright, so the other thing about UFOs is when you shoot them down, Their critical components, alien computers and UFO power sources, have a high probability of getting damaged either from getting shot out of the sky in the first place, or I guess maybe when they make the impact with the ground. We're going to eventually need 4 UFO flight computers to start researching our mech stuff. Damaged goods are really only useful to sell on the gray market. And sadly, just 1 meld canister on that mission. We played that great. Early outsider pod trigger, but it didn't hurt us at all. So we're going to go ahead and sell our broken flight computer and our broken power source. We will head over to engineering and we will dig out our steam, because that's something we're going to want to do eventually anyway. And we will keep spinning the globe until our next mission. We have a new fighter pilot. We're going to rename him from Raven 5 to Quirky Owen. Okay. And we're also almost done with our research project. So here comes scout number 2 of the month. We've got 1 more after this to deal with, and we will send up our pilot that got the first kill because he now has a plus 3% chance to hit. With each kill that you get up to your first 10 kills, you get plus 3% chance to hit. The more experienced pilots that we have, the better off we're going to be. Wish you hadn't had to chase him all the way across Africa.
Engaging bogey.
One hit. Alright, good job. Barely even took any damage. So if we are very lucky, Mr. Mango will be fully repaired and be able to send out on his 3rd sortie after the 3rd UFO of the month. In the meantime, though, our next mission is not on a barren map. We are going to be, I think, on the crashed farmhouse map, which is a little bit more difficult, has tricky lines of sight, and it's very difficult to not trigger the outsider pod in a way that's not crappy. So on this mission, we're going to bring It'd be nice to have Salat for a shotgun and also high mobility. So Salat will use the motion tracker. And we'll also get a shotgun. Who else do we want to bring? Well, if we're going to get all these engineers, I suppose we should make use of them. So Keith is going to come also bearing a shotgun. And then we'll bring our usual complement of 4 rookies, but they'll be using assault rifles because the aliens are going to probably have 4 hit points now. And we're going to bring a flashbang on Tuxedo Ted. Pash is going to get a smoke grenade. Pash, your aim is terrible. You're not going to be shooting anything. So you're going to get the SMG. And you're going to get 2 AP grenades, and somebody else is going to carry the smoke grenade. Mainly Grunting will. So this will be our lineup next time we work on this, but for that, we're going to call it a night.